Welcome everybody. On today's video, I'll be sharing with you exactly how you can position yourselves in the crypto market and understand, how to utilize some of the tools like swipecoin and get the most out of the DCX package so that way you're not missing out a single heartbeat as prices go up and down and up and down over the next several months. So I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how to use your MetaTrader 4 app so that way you're taking the trades and that way you're getting paid, for the next months to come, as well a better understanding of exactly where to plug in, where to get the right information, and do your research properly. So stick with me throughout this video. It's going to be a little bit longer than most, but it's going to be full of information, and I'll be sharing with you exactly how I've been able to do it and exactly how hundreds of others have been able to position themselves on this massive run that's going to be happening over the next several months. So firstly, guys, if you don't know much about cryptocurrency, if you don't know much about the DCX platform, reach out to myself, reach out to whoever shared this video with you, and get the right information. Talk to the person, get plugged in, so that way you are educated, that way you're learning, that way you just don't miss a beat. So, all right, well, let me get into the information here. So first off, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional. I listen to the professionals, and I'm going to pass on some of the knowledge that I've learned from them. But more so, this is just to inform you and just kind of show you how to use things. So, firstly, what you want to do is once you get plugged into the academy, you're going to want to go to this website here, myswipecoin.im. And inside of here, you're going to find, videos. You can also download the application on your phone, which is Swipecoin, and you'll have that app on your phone. So this same interface will be on your phone as well. But your first step inside of here is you actually want to go to this Fast Start, and they've actually broken down all the videos inside there. I think I got to re-log in here. But basically, you're going to log in here. You're going to get into those videos, and it'll share with you exactly the first steps, how to use the application, how to find these trade ideas as they keep coming out. So what's really cool about this application, guys, is the fact that, we get master educators, people that have been trading for 10 years, who have the knowledge, who spend a lot of the time on the charts. And this gives you the ability, throughout your busy life to simply have an app on your phone that you just get to follow, and they keep you up to date, when to enter the market, when to exit the market, and that way you don't miss a move. So even when you're on the go, like for example, just the other day, I was getting groceries, and while I was shopping for my groceries, pushing around my cart, I got a notification popped up on my phone, and literally within 2 minutes, I entered that trade, and by the time I was checking out and I got to my car, I checked that trade, and I made enough to pay for my entire groceries. How cool would that be if you could plug into something like that where, your groceries get paid for through your cell phone, through leveraging these markets? It's a beautiful thing. And I didn't have to look at the charts. I didn't have to do any of my analysis. I just simply plugged in the numbers, copy and pasted it over, and entered. So on this tool, on this application, you get these trade ideas sent right to you. And now it looks better on your phone because you'll be using that. I'll share that with you guys in a sec. But first is you want to understand how to use this application. It's all in this training here where you have the Swipecoin app. You can understand, the lot sizes, calculating risk, because risk management is, one of the biggest keys here, and I'll be sharing a little bit more of that. You can see the results here that we get inside of this application. This was just yesterday. We're getting TP smashed left, right, and center. That was just yesterday alone. This is the day before. You can see the days there. February 7th now, and this is just this month alone. And if you're taking these trades, you're getting paid, and you're not missing out on these setups because they keep sending them to your phone, updating you, what to do next. So that way you don't miss any of this. So this is just this month alone, guys. That's February 1st. There we go, January, right? So this works. But I want you guys to make sure that you are getting fed, making sure that you're plugged in properly, understanding how to use it, so that way your family gets paid, that you get paid, and you get your money's worth here. Because, simply plugging in, that's how you make money here. 90% of success is just showing up. And if you can simply plug in, use these tools, well, hallelujah. So, and then as well in here, we have actually the exchange ideas, where Curtis Cobain breaks down, these other projects, and he'll teach you how to trade on the exchange for like smaller projects and stuff like that. But he's keeping you always up to date. And then we also even have chats where they're updating you on the simple trades, and they're saying, hey, you know what, we're going to get out of here. Hey guys, it's well in profits. Let's bring things to break even, and so forth, right? This might not make that much sense, but it will start to make sense as you plug in and go through it. So stick with me through this. I'll be breaking down exactly how you place these trades. Now that I got you guys on my phone here, so what you want to do is, you'll get notified on your phone that there's a new trade idea. Right now, currently there isn't, but you'll get a notification on your phone. It will tell you to open up swipecoin, and just like this, you see a trade idea that pops up. Now, when you get the trade, you're going to open it up. You're going to see, okay, well, there's an entry price, there's a stop loss, there's the take profit marks, and you can literally hit these buttons on the side, and it actually copies it. And then what you do is paste it into your MetaTrader and go ahead and place the trade. So I'll be showing you that exactly how to do that. So now you get this idea that pops up. What you can do as well is, of course, you can mark it out on your chart. On this chart here is exactly that markup of that trade that was called out. And look at how far it's up in profits. It already smashed the first TP for a 1 to 27 risk to reward ratio, meaning, if you just risk 1% on that trade, you would be up 27%. So pretty cool, right? And then the total trade for the second take profit, the final TP, is a 1 to 46, meaning you've risked another 1% on there. Now you just made 46%. Or you risked 2% on that trade, well, you're almost doubling your account on a single trade. So I think it's pretty worth using. I'm just saying. So now when you open up your MetaTrader, I gotta go to my, I'm gonna use a demo account here just to kind of show you guys exactly how you would go about to place the trade. So firstly is, guys, I recommend KOT Forex for trading cryptocurrencies on, and I would take a broker and have it just separate, just for trading cryptocurrencies. So don't be trading Forex, don't be trading US 30 in this. Have a separate account, treat it like another stream of income for yourself, and have it completely separate from the other things that you use. So now, inside of here, you're actually gonna hold this down, and you'll find a place where it says details. So this is really important to understand the contract size, because different brokers have different contract size. So for this one, what's really nice is it says 1 is the contract size. So that means that with one lot is equal to 1 Bitcoin. So that means if you're using a 1 lot size, every dollar Bitcoin moves, your account balance is going to move in $1. So you want to leverage accordingly to that right contract size. So now when we're taking this trade, so for example, I'm going to use that trade as an example. Currently speaking, it's already taken off, but I'll act as if we're taking it right now. So firstly, it calls out a zone of when to enter, right? So there was 2 numbers inside the swipecoin app. You see here we have entry price 38,750, 38,900. So you want to wait for it to go into that zone as close as possible. So for example, maybe it was down here, and I use this tool on my thing so I can kind of find the area where I want to enter. And then you sort of just wait around for it to come into that area. If it's already in that area when it's called out, you go ahead and execute the trade. You go here to trade, market execution. But first things first is you got to make sure you have the right lot size. And look, guys, this isn't very complicated. It just takes a couple tries to really learn how to use it. So now you want to take the right lot size. So for this example, the stop loss on this was $250 difference, right? You know, you entered at 38,900, stop loss is 38,500, so that is, well, I marked it up on my chart, it's $250. So for example, the stop loss is a $250 difference, or say it's $500 difference. Now you want to just calculate it quickly, so that way you're only risking 1 to 2%. And so simply put, now you got, say you have a $3,000 account, because it's a demo account. I have a $3,000 account in here. I have an open trade. But you have a $3,000 account, so what you want to do is you put that in a calculator, 3,000 times by 0.02, because you only want to risk maximum of 2% of your account. So that means I can risk $60, right? So I'm willing to lose $60 on this trade. If I lose it, no big deal, because I'm going to make a lot more than what I lose. All right, so now I understand I can only risk a maximum of $60 on this trade, and my stop loss is 250 pips, or $250 difference. So now doing a little bit of simple math, if one lot is equal to $1 per pip, so that means at one lot size I would lose $250. So I'm not using one lot. Let's move the decimal 1 point. Now that means if I use a 0.1 lot size, a 0.1, I'm losing $25, right? So, which I can risk a bit more. So that means 0.2 is $50, right? And now, because I want to, I can risk up to $60. It doesn't have to be a perfect 2%. So what I would do on this one, I would risk 0.24. I'm willing to, it's a little bit more than 2%, but now with my, simple math, I'm willing to lose 0.24. So when we enter this trade, what we do inside the swipecoin app is there's usually 3 take profits. On this one, there's only 2. But we want to split that position into 2 take profits, or 3 positions, or 2 positions. So on this one, we would split this into 2, because there's 2 take profit marks. So you would do a 0.12, you would hit buy, and then you would also do another 0.12. So now it's both entered, done. So now you've entered the trade. You have 2 trades. You're going to start in a little bit of drawdown. It is open. And then what you would do is then you would hit modify, and you would copy the numbers in. So you would then go into here. You take the stop loss. You literally just copy it. And then you come in here and you paste it. And then you come back here, take the take profit mark, and you go in here and paste it. So now you're in this trade, and now you just set it and forget it. You can exit the app, go do whatever you got to do, and let it be. And you don't have to worry about it, because if it hits your stop loss, you're perfectly leveraged where you only lose 2%. So next step here is I'm going to be sharing with you a little bit of a more advanced strategy, because I get this question a lot and it happens from time to time. So with people using the application inside the team, sometimes they end up missing a setup, or they get stopped out on the first move, and they just don't know how to re-enter. So I want to be sharing with you a little bit of the more advanced way. So for example, on that trade, which was called out just the other day ago, it actually ended up getting stopped out because we entered a little bit too early, and it kind of consolidated in that area. Ended up hitting that stop loss, which wasn't a big deal. We lost that 2%, but there was a place to re-enter. So Picasso, the master educator on the app, he actually gave us an update in the chat where he said, hey guys, you know what? Yeah, it's consolidating in this area. I will definitely, if we get stopped out, I'm definitely would re-enter this trade. So we got to take note of that, right? Because we don't want to actually miss the move. Some people, they will use what's called a manual stop loss. So if you're watching the chart, you can set alerts. So that way you're not, over leveraging, over risking. But for example, what I did, I'll share exactly what I did, was we entered the trade right around in this area here. Was when we entered this trade. It was right around here was where we entered. And unfortunately, it came down, hit our stop loss, and then I kind of waited for a re-entry. So you'll actually learn inside by following Picasso and watching his videos as well. You can go into the scalper training, so you can actually learn how to use the scalper to find new entries and trade on your own. You can use those strategies to find another entry point. Or you can also mix in, learning DeLorean and learning what you've learned through the academy to find those entry points as well to get back into the trade. So for this, what I ended up doing was I actually re-entered right here, right? Because what I saw was he gave us an update saying, hey guys, it's gonna, we're gonna have to re-enter this trade. So I opened up my chart, I was watching it, and I saw it break over across these EMAs, because these EMAs work as a resistance, and it came back and retest, and I got back in on the retest right there. And then it left the station, and I never saw this price again. One of the best trades of the entire century, literally. It's insane. So you're going to learn that through the academy. It's hard for me to exactly teach, but you can look for other entries, whether you're catching delos, looking at smaller time frames like on the 5-minute for entries, or even the 1 minute for entry points. Can be very, very beneficial to find that entry, and away you go. So that's something to always look out for. So don't be scared to re-enter the trade. Remember, you're risking the same amount. You can only lose maximum of 2%. Maybe you only risk 1%, but you just do it, split up your lot size, and enter the trade. So the more trades you take, the easier it's going to get, and it just takes practice. So I hope that helps. As well, I want to be sharing with you a little bit of, for example, there's a trade called out on XRP as well yesterday. And, you calculate the lot sizes a little bit differently on here as well. So this was a trade that was called out on the swipecoin app. You get a decent risk reward. It wasn't the same as Bitcoin, but, still 4 to 1, right? Or 1 to 4. Okay, so now for XRP, it's a little different with the lot sizes here because, of course, it's a different contract size. All right, it's a different pair, so it moves a little differently. So we need to calculate the effective lot size for your corresponding account balance. So for me, now the contract size is 10,000, so that means one lot is worth, 10,000 XRP. So that means, that's a lot of XRP. So it's $10,000 for every dollar that's moved in XRP. So basically now we need to calculate the corresponding lot size for this. I took an example trade yesterday to kind of get the right perspective. So right now it's moved 2.5 cents. So 2.5 pennies here. So that means, it's up $260 because every penny moved at one lot size moves $100. So on the trade that was called out on the app, yesterday, we are risking 2 pennies. So if we're risking 2 pennies on the trade, that means, using a 1 lot size would be over leveraging because I'm risking $200 on the trade. I'm only willing to lose $60. So I got to pick the right lot size accordingly. So let's half that lot size. So now say it's a 0.5 lot size. Well, 0.5 is still too much because that's $100. I'm not willing to lose $100. So let's half that again. 0.25. So 0.25. Now I'm risking $50. That's closer to my number that I'm willing to lose. So what I do from here is I'm going to round up with a number that's divisible by 3, right? Because I'm going to be splitting this position into 3 positions. So I'm picking a good number for that. So closest number is 27. So 0.27 would be the lot size I will pick. So it's a little less than 2%. That's totally cool. I'm fine with that. I'm comfortable with losing that money if I was to lose the trade. So now what I do is I divide that number by 3, which is 0.09. So I go ahead, place these trades again as if it was already in my buy zone, hit the buttons, hit the trade, and just like that I've entered the market corresponding, and you do 3 trades. Of course there's a little bit of a spread, that's why the price isn't exactly where it is right now, and then you go ahead and enter the numbers that was given on the app. So that's the little difference between trading the different pairs, but it's just the simple math. And honestly, I've dialed this out so much because I've done it over and over again that I know for my corresponding account, I kind of have an idea of what I'm willing to risk. So even on the go, I can be like, okay, well, with XRP, I'm willing to risk, 0.3 lots on there, so I can do 0.1 per position. Same with Ethereum. Ethereum is, a 10 contract size, so meaning that every dollar moved in Ethereum would be $10 moved in my broker, for each lot, right? So 1 lot used, $1 moves in Ethereum, it's $10, right? So we got to figure out accordingly, how much we're risking, which is, usually around $5 that we're risking on there. And now I got to pick those lot size accordingly. So as those trades come out, that's a little bit how you calculate your lot size. I know it's probably a little confusing. I know this is a little bit long, but you'll get it as you keep doing it. Don't allow these little obstacles stop you from getting paid, because, you're here to make money. You're here to learn how to trade. And this is just a little baby step, and it's simply copy pasting and doing a little bit of math. I know math, isn't everyone's forte, and unfortunately, if anyone finds a nice calculator out there that calculates all this for you, I'd love to know about it. But I know with the Forex position size calculator, it's super easy because you just enter the numbers. But I don't know if it's the same for here. So guys, don't let that stop you. Place the trades. If you screw up, that's why you're practicing on a demo account. You're better off to under leverage than over leverage, and keep practicing. It's going to get easier and easier, but you honestly don't want to miss out on those trades because they send you out trades all the time, and you get to take them and you get to make money. Not all of them are going to be profit, not all of them are going to hit TP, but majority of them are. I believe in the month of December, they were about 87% accurate. 87%. As well, once you do enter the trade, guys, you will get another notification on your phone where they say, hey guys, we're up 200 pips in the profits now, or we're up however many, depending on the pair. And they're going to remind you. And they're going to say, hey, move your stop loss to break even. And I'll share with you exactly how to do that as well, so that way you are protecting your account at all costs, because it's about protection. It's like Warren Buffett's rules of investing is rule number 1, don't lose any money. Don't lose any money. Rule number 2 is don't forget rule number 1. So you want to protect your assets at all costs. So, you know, you're like, hey guys, let's move our stop loss to break even here. So for example, in this trade, we are up in profits. So what we would do is we find my entry point, which is here. You know, now I'm going to move my stop loss in a place where it's not going to get hit. It could be just break even. As it goes up, you know, as it goes up, you can move your stop loss even more profits. But for this example, I find the number 45.25. So now what I do is I go into my trade, I hit modify, and now I change this from that number to what I said, 45.25. Right? So now I move my stop loss into profit. So now my account's at risk-free. So, you know, if now this trade is completely risk-free, so that means if price comes down, I have no way of losing money. I get stopped out in profits, and I'm just letting this ride. So if it hits that third TP, I'll take out my profits, and automatically I make money. So just like that, that is how you place these trades. I hope that makes sense for you guys and allows you to have a better understanding of this space. So guys, right now in the crypto space, it is the best timing to position yourself. You don't want to miss out, because this is the first time in history that us small guys, we get to position ourselves before the massive corporations, before the massive institutions get into these markets. You know, just the other day, Tesla put in $1.5 billion into the market. As well, Apple put in $1.2 billion into the market. And you know, that sounds really big, like that's a lot of money, but honestly, it's just small, because wait till the bigger institutions get in, and they're putting hundreds of billions of dollars in the market. Where will the market move then? But right now, we have the opportunity to get in before those big players get in, right? Think of Forex, for example, right? Citibank puts in about $500 billion, $500 to $600 billion every single day into the foreign exchange markets. What are they going to do when they get into crypto? How many hundreds of billions of dollars are they going to put into these assets? Right? So we have the ability to get in before they do. And this is the first time in history. So don't take this lightly. Get educated. Go through the education. Learn this skill set, because this is going to absolutely change your life. You know, we're here to create six-figure traders by the end of this year. And simply showing up, plugging in, you will become a six-figure trader. You know, Curtis Cobain on the session there, he popped 4 new six-figure earners literally last week alone. And that is just from them plugging in and showing up for the last 2 months with him. Right? Over the last couple months. So what's going to happen if you show up for the whole year? What is that going to look like for you? You know, my crypto portfolio, I just started it just over a month ago. It's looking pretty amazing. It's over doubled, right? So I'm not supposed to share that, sorry. But, you know, guys, plug in, learn, get educated, and show up. Like, it is incredible. And then plus you're getting to trade it leveragely as well. Like, you know, and you take those profits, you put it back into the crypto market, acquire more coins, acquire more assets, and watch this thing grow, right? I've shot some other videos in the past as well, giving projections of, you know, what the professionals are saying, what's going to happen in the market, comparing it to what's happened in the past, the previous bull runs. These markets run in cycles every 4 years, and we're right at the beginning of the next cycle. And now this time, we're positioned properly because we have the right education, we're following the right people, we have the right tools, and we are in a perfect position to absolutely set ourselves free. So guys, one more thing here, I will share on my laptop screen one more thing here so that you guys know where to find the right education and get plugged in with the right information. So as you guys see on here, I showed you guys this app where you kind of get some basic information. We also have the DCX Academy where you can learn from there. But where you're going to learn the most is from the Go Live sessions. right? This is Curtis Cobain. I'm actually in the middle of watching his replay from yesterday because, you know, for me, sometimes I can't show up for the live session. But that's totally cool because you can actually get the replay and catch up on it. It's not something that you need to show up live to place the buttons. It's not like HFX or something like that, right? You get all the sauce from showing up. So, you know, he's always keeping up to date. He's always updating what's happening with our portfolios, you know, what coins to get into next, when to get out of the project, etc. like that. He's always keeping us up to date. So you can come in and watch the recordings. But what's awesome is they have favorite sessions, right? If you're new, start here. He's going to break down all the different exchanges, what, you know, coins to look at first and stuff like that. This one is a good one where he actually talks about security because, you know, the last thing you want is for someone to hack into your information and take all your cryptos, right? So he'll show you actually how to protect it, how to be protected, how to keep everything safe. So that way, you know, because that's key as well. So he's going to share you all that as well. He's going to break into a lot of different other things of, you know, if you're new, risk management. His Fibonacci tools are incredible, and you can use this not just in cryptos, but you can also use it in Forex. So you want to come in and learn from these people. As well, you'll find in the DCX education, you come to here, you go to DCX, you'll also find these other educators on here as well that you can tune in to. You can tune in live and all the schedules right there. I've heard this Sean guy is killing it teaching you how to use the scalper tool. Right? That's a whole nother tool to get into to make a lot of money. Right? So you can tune in to Jason Brown. He does some amazing sessions. Chairman 750. Right? Picasso, he's the creator of this whole DCX platform, or co-creator with Ivan Paychecks. And he created the app, and he's the king of Bitcoin. So he just talks about Bitcoin. And so you can tune into his live sessions and follow them. Right? He did one earlier today, and you can actually watch it because, you know, maybe you missed it. You go back and you watch it, and he's giving you live analysis of what Bitcoin is doing right now. All right, looking for the next play that, you know, he's like, okay, well, we're going to get in on this next pullback. So that way we're never missing a beat. And look, you don't need to show up to every single class, but you need to show up a little bit. So that way you understand things, you understand the wording, you understand, you know, what the outlook is. And by doing so, you know, this is information that's going to absolutely change your life. So guys, I hope you got some value from this video. If you have any other questions, we're all here together. You know, we have some people that are heavy into the crypto space. You know, congratulations to Jeff Greenman. He just hit multiple, like, 5 figures in his crypto portfolio just by following Curtis Cobain over the last couple months. So, you know, that's a big shout out to him. He started a little portfolio for his son as well, which is amazing to see. And it's really cool what we can do here. And it's a gift that's well worth giving. And we need to get this out to other people so that way they get educated and they get access to the right information. Because there's a lot of scams out there. There's a lot of crypto gifting schemes. And, you know, you can learn stuff on YouTube, but there's no direction, right? This is going to change so many people's situations because you just plug in, you listen to the professionals, and you copy them, right? So we want to steal, we want to copy, we want to follow the exact system so that way we get paid as well and follow the proven blueprint that's working for people. So plug in, guys. You're going to miss this boat. You know, we have the app that's going to do wonders for you. You got the, you know, you now understand how to use the MetaTrader. If you need more questions, just reach out and ask. We're all here to help each other. You know, don't sleep on crypto. Start a longer term portfolio, set up an account, buy some crypto, buy, hold, and listen for the next direction. So that being said, guys, I hope you got some value. Have a great one. And Let's ride this thing together. Let's create six-figure earners. Let's freaking go. Tell everyone that you know about this because we're already changing lives. So thank you guys for sticking with me to the end. I know it was long. I know maybe some of it was confusing, but I really hope that helped you get a better understanding of what's actually in the academy and how you can leverage this to your biggest and most advantage. So thanks guys. See you in the next one.